Functions. Exam preparation examples, part 3. And this is also the final part in this series. Okay, let's start with example 3. Fx equals x squared minus 25. Gx equals x plus 4. Solve fg x plus 1 is equal to gfx. Okay, so it's just an equation. So what am I going to do? I'm first going to, because I start always from the back, so I'm first going to get this. So I'm first going to actually get this side, but start from the back. So if I go to G and I put x plus 1 in there, do you see? Plus 4, I'm getting this. And now I substitute it in F. I substitute it in there. So x plus 5 squared minus 25. And then it's going to be x squared plus 10x plus 25 minus 25. And that is going to be x squared, and it's going to be plus 10x. Okay. And now I'm going to find, okay, so I know, so this is therefore, so this is my left-hand side. Can you say? Left, let's rather take yellow. Left-hand side. So this is my left-hand side. I simplified there. Now I'm going to get GF. So take F and put it in G. So take F, did you see there? F, and put it in G. Okay, so it's going to be x squared minus 25 plus 4, and that is going to be, so this is going to be my right-hand side there. And now I'm just going to put it equal. So if I have this two, I'm just, and maybe I can use different colors. Let's say this was now my red, and I can maybe say this is my green. So there is my red, because there I got my left-hand side. Did you see? And this is my green. There I got my green. Did you see that? Okay. And now I just solve it. Okay, so if I take the x squared, it's cancelled out on this side. So I'm ending up with 10x minus 21. I divide 10, and I get the value of x is negative 2.1. Okay, so it's like you will find a value of x. Let's start. I want you to stop the video, and I want you to do first just number 1. Then you can check the video again, and then you can try on your own 2, and then check, and then 3, and then check. This is the final, as I said, that I'm doing in this function series. Okay. So let's start with number 1. And it's actually quite a lot. It's up to number 4. Okay. First, let's get the functions. So number 1, so it's going to be fx is equal to 7x minus 2. And then I'm going to find gx is equal to x squared plus 1. And then I'm going to find hx is equal to 3 to the power of x. Okay, so let's start with the first one, number A. So find gh2. Now remember, we always start from the back. So first I'm going to find h2. Now if I find h2, then it's going to be 3 to the power of 2, and then 3 times 3, that is going to be 9. So now I can find G9, and that is going to be 9 squared plus 1, which will be 81, plus 1, which will be 82. And as you know, I like to end, always good, especially in this, is actually always, but especially if you go further in maths, is to write it to display your maths very nice. Okay, and that's why I'm ending with this. Okay, now let's go to number B. I think we still have space for number B here. Okay, find the inverse of f. Okay, so the function of f, let's first write it down. It's going to be 7x minus 2. Then for inverse functions, in the place of fx, I make a y. And then where I see a y, I make it a x. And where I see a x, I make it a y. And then I make y the subject of the formula. Oh, let's just get this. So 7y equals x plus 2. Then I divide 7 and I divide 7. And I get x plus 2 over 7 is equal to y. And then I'm going to get f minus 1 x is equal to x plus 2 over 7. Okay, so that is my inverse. Okay, so let's do number C. Now, I just want to see if I'm going to use that. No, it don't seem like that. So if I need, I will just rewrite it again. So let's go for that next one. Okay. Just want to clean here also. Okay, so let's go for number C. So if I look at number C, it's going to be G, G, X, and that's going to be A x to the power of 4 plus B x squared plus C. Find the values. Okay, so basically the first step that I'm going to do here is I'm first going to substitute G in G. Okay, now if I do this, and then it's in this format, and then I can find it. So if you have, I'm just going to rewrite it for you twice. And I have another. Okay, so basically it's just saying take this and substitute it in there. So if I'm going to find G, G, X, I'm going to say x squared plus 1 squared plus 1. And now you can, I'm just doing the short way, otherwise write the brackets out. So it's x to the power of 4, I square the first one. Then I multiply, and then I multiply by 2. So it's 2x squared, because it's only x squared, and then multiply 2, so it's 2x squared. And then 1 times 1 is 1 plus 1, and that's going to be x4 plus 2x squared plus 2. Okay, and now they just want to compare it to this. It's almost like an identity. So if I look at this, I can say, if I compare, can I just rewrite it here for you? x4 plus bx squared plus c. So if I compare, I can see there's a 1. So therefore, I can say, therefore, I'm just going to use, I think I'd rather use red. So therefore, the value of A is 1. The value of B is 2. And the value of C, there you see it, and the value of C is 2. And that is my final answer. Okay, so when a question looks a little bit different, just start with it. And as you go, you will actually see, okay, it's actually simple. Okay. So this was a little bit different ask. And then find x when hfx equals 81. So let's just start again with that. Let's just get space. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to say, this is number D, and it's hfx is equal to 81. So in the place of f, there, okay, so again, I'm going to take f, can I show you there? And I'm going to throw it in h. Did you see that? Okay, so basically, if I just want to get this, I'm going to say 3, and now in that place of x, it's going to be 7x minus 2, and that is going to be equal to 81. Okay, now can you remember? I'm going from exponential form to log form. Okay, so keep your base, put the log. Okay, let's just write it better. I think in this case, I think you can do that, but I think it's better if you rather keep to exponential. Okay, you can try, but I think it's going to be more difficult. When I was looking at it now, I see 81, and I think, oh, but 81 prime factors, because I can say 81, and I can say 3 can go into 81, 27, and 3 can go in 9, and 3 can go in 3, 3 can go in 1. So that will be 3 to the power of 4. So I think this is a better to do it just with indices. Because if your basis, if you have one term equals one term and your bases are equal, you can just go and equate your indices. Okay, and then it's going to be very simple, and that's going to be 4 plus 2, and that's 7 to the power x is equal to 6. I divide 7, and I get, so therefore, the value of x is 6 over 7. Okay, and that was question 1. Again, a beautiful question. Okay, let's start with question number 2. As I said, functions is like algebra. It's equations, very few basic things that you have to know, and then just do it. Okay, practice it. Number 2. Okay, so if I start with number 2, I'm going to say fx. So start with my function again. Now I like to work in colors here. So I'm going to say fx equals 7x minus 4. And I'm going to have gx equals 2x over x minus 3. And why are they showing you this again? Don't be confused. You don't have to use it. It's just saying that if you substitute 3 there, then it's 3 minus 3 and it's division by 0, which is undefined. So they must include that to say it can be any value but cannot be 3. It's just mathematically correct to just include that, but you're not going to use that. So find f, so okay, here comes the statement. Find fx over 2 plus gx. Giving your answer as a single fraction in terms of x in its simplest form. Okay, so basically I'm just going to start. I take the function, which is going to be 7x minus 4, that's function f. I divide it by 2, and I plus, and I say g. It's like just an algebraic fraction, another way of just coming to the algebraic fraction. And now, what is your LCM? Your LCM, your lowest common multiple, will be 2. Okay, I just want to write it a bit here. LCM, it's going to be 2 bracket x minus 3. So basically, put your bracket there. You're going to multiply with x minus 3. And on top, x minus 3. And you're going to multiply by 2, and you're going to multiply by 2. So it's not an equation, so keep your denominators. So you're going to have, and I'm just going to continue in white. So 7x minus 4, x minus 3, plus 4x over my lowest common multiply 2, x minus 3. And now I'm going to multiply out. So it's going to be 7x squared minus 21x minus 4x plus 12 plus 4x over 2x minus 3. Okay. So if I'm going to simplify this, this is going to be 7x squared. Okay. And now just get your like terms. So you see that is like, and okay, that basic 2 cancel out. So I'm going to end up with negative 21x, and I'm going to end up with 12, and it's going to be 2 over x minus 3. And that's your final answer. It's just another way of asking an algebraic fraction. Okay, number 2. Now I'm going to do number 3. again, as I said, it's always good if you stop the video, you first try to do it yourself, and then just check if your answer are correct. Okay. Okay, let's start with number 3. Number 3. So I'm having fx equals 3 minus 2x. Okay. It seems to me I started with white there. It's fine. I just changed the color now. And it's x squared plus 5. Okay, so what is my first question I'm asking you there? I'm just saying solve. Okay, so if I'm asking you to solve that, I'm just going to write it down, and basically I'm just going to do substitution. So let's first write it down. I'm just using another color now. So it's gx equals fx plus 37. Okay, please, this is almost straightforward algebra. It's just in terms of a function asked. So it's x squared plus 5. I basically just substitute this in the place of gx. And then in the place of fx, I substitute this. Do you see there? So it's 3 minus 2x. And then I say plus 37. And now I'm basically just going to solve that. So if I'm going to solve that, I'm going to say, I think I'll just take everything to one side. So it's x squared. I'm first going to take over, and then I'll cancel. So that's going to be x squared, and then it's going to be 2x. And then I'm going to say it's 2, so it's going to be negative 35. If I simplify this, you see, I got 2, and then 2 minus 37 is negative 35. And now you must look, oh, it can factorize. It's in group B. So it's going to be 5 times 7, 1 and 1. And then I'm going to, the biggest over cross product, which is going to be this one, is going to get a positive, the middle one. And this is going to get a negative xx. So it's going to be x minus 5, x plus 7, and that's equal to 0. So x is equal to 5, or x is equal to negative 7. Okay, so what was solve x? So basically find the values of x. Okay, and now I'm going to do the final one of this video. Number 4. Okay, so if I'm looking at number 4, okay, so let's start with 4. I'm going to say fx. Usually they start with f, the first function, and then g. Okay, it's not to say, but usually. And then g is going to be 5x minus 4. Okay, and then they give you a statement, and I'm going to write it underneath. So f gx is equal to 20x plus p. Okay, that's the statement. Now, find the value of p. So this is now number A. So let's just go. First, let's just go here. So I'm going to take g, and I'm going to throw it in f in the place of x. So I'm going to find 4, and I'm going to 5x minus 4 plus 3, and now the statement 20x plus p. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, I'm going to say, okay, let's just simplify this. So this is going to be 20x minus 16 plus 3. And that's going to be equal to 20x plus p. Okay, so it's going to be 20x, and this is going to be negative 13. And that is, it's almost like an identity. It's 20x plus p. So can you see this is the same? So therefore, I can see the value of p will be negative 13. Because that equals mean the two statements will be exactly the same. And this will be then equal to this. And then the final one, number B. They bring in another function. So let's just, oh, sorry. Let's just let's, come on. I can clean this. Keep the original ones. Okay. No, it's a B. Otherwise they will put it on top and then start A, B. But because they put A, so that meaning, can I just show you? This, if they do it like this, it means it's a separate question. It's almost like number 4 and 5. And this is a new question, although they call it 4B. So basically, I can just start, you're not going to use A. Otherwise, they will start, just say 4, and then write the statements and the functions, and then start with A and B. Okay, but in number B, so 4B, I'm going to find hx is equal to 5x minus 1 over 3. Okay, and it's basically just asking the inverse. Oh, very nice question to end with. So in the place of hx, make it y. In the place of y, make it x, and make this y the second step. And then make it the subject of the formula. So cross-multiply, it's one term equals one term. So cross-multiply. Okay, and then it's 5y is equal to 3x plus 1. And then I divide by 5, and I divide by 5. And I get that y, let's just get, y is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5. And then don't forget to write your inverse. So h, so therefore, h minus 1x is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5. And that is my final question in this video. A final note. Most of the videos on this channel feature examples from the Y equals mx+c to Success mathematics books. Try your best to purchase your own hard copy from one of the following bookshops. This will enable you to highlight and make personal notes in your own textbook. And remember, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Best of luck.